Tuesday, July 8th, the Seattle Chamber Music Summer Festival live streams. Festival director James Ennis and Company in a suite by Milhaud for two pianos, a serenade for string trio by Beethoven, and a piano quintet by César Franck. That'll be at 7:30 in the evening on the West Coast, 10:30 in the evening on the East Coast, an unwatchable 4:30 in the morning in Europe, but 12:30 lunchtime down under in Australia, Wednesday lunch. I will try to include the program notes for this concert if there's room in the space that's allotted to us in the comment section. The photo you're seeing there is Alessio Bach and Jiwon Park, who will be performing the first piece in that concert, Darius Milhaud's Scaramouche, a suite for two pianos, Opus 165B. Darius Milhaud is that French Jewish composer who actually ended up in California at Mills College during World War II and taught there for 30 years. And then was also teaching at the Paris Conservatory. I don't know how he managed to do both, but he did. Conductors and music teachers managed to be in more than one place at a time. Alessio Bach got his start with the Seattle Chamber Music Society's Summer Festival in 2016. So he's been playing there for a decade. He's the kind of guy who, while he was in the early stages, was the first prize winner at both the Leeds and the Hamamatsu International Piano Competitions. And he's the artistic director of a festival in Tuscany, the Incontri in Terra di Siena Festival, but he also plays it a lot at festivals like Verbier, the Beethoven Fest, the Aldeburgh Fest, the Santa Fe Chamber Music Festival. Jiwon Park is Korean-born. She started performing already at the age of 12 with playing Chopin's first concerto with the Korean Symphony Orchestra. She has, along with her husband, Edward Aaron, who also is appearing on tonight's, I believe today's bill with the Seattle Chamber Music Society, along with her husband, Edward Aaron, she recorded Beethoven's complete works for cello and piano. And she and her husband are co-artistic directors of a performing artist in residence series at the Clark Institute. She, I do not believe has a teaching post. She's a performing artist. That will then be followed up by a Beethoven, the Serenade for String Trio in D major, Opus 8. On that, you'll have Yura Lee, who's an associate professor at the USC Thornton School of Music, who's also played as a chamber musician at the Salzburg Festival, Verbier, the Kronberg Festival, the Aspen Music Festival. So she gets around. Beth Guterman Chu on the viola. She's the principal violist of the St. Louis Symphony. And she's also a member of the East Coast Chamber Orchestra, which is one of those conductorless chamber orchestras. Because, chamber musicians play without a conductor, so they create entire orchestras which play without conductors. And third is on the cello is Sterling Elliott, who's still in school. He's a fellow at Juilliard School, pursuing his artist diploma, but we're told that he's appeared with such major orchestras already as the Philadelphia, the New York Phil, the Boston Symphony, the Detroit Symphony, the LA Phil, so he's a comer. And then the third piece for the evening will bring in the director, and I think it virtually amounts to the James Ennis quartet playing with the third and final piece of this evening's concert out on the West Coast is César Franck's piano quintet in F minor, Opus 14. And the pianist will be Inan Barnatan, who has performed together with James Ennis before at Wigmore Hall. And his piano playing has been praised equally by the New York Times, the Figaro in Paris, and the Evening Standard in England. So he must be pretty good. This season, this This past season, he's played with the San Diego Symphony, the Boston Symphony, the Tokyo Symphony, the Israeli Symphony, etc. Then you'll have James Ennis on the violin, along with Amy Schwartz Moretti, who's a member of the Ennis Quartet. She's the director of the McDuffie Center for Strings at Mercer University, Townsend School of Music. The violist is Che-Yen Chen, who's also a member of the Ennis Quartet and professor of viola and performance at the UCLA Herb Alpert School of Music. That's right, they named their School of Music after Herb Alpert. And I'm going over all of these people, one by one. You can follow their pictures from left to right. And then finally, the cellist is Edward Aaron, whom, as I mentioned, is the husband of, let me get this right, of Ji-Won Park, who's playing just before, in the piece just before them. And he's been playing with the Seattle Chamber Music Festival since 2009. He teaches at the University of Amherst, in addition to co-directing that Artist in Residence series along with Ji-Won Park. So that's the first concert you have coming to you this week from the Seattle Chamber Music Society. And to me, it sounds like a good one.